When talking about color, there are a few things that kind of make up what color is and how we see it. So the three components of color are hue, saturation, and value. Value is how light or dark this color is. So for example, it can be like darker or lighter. Saturation is how vibrant a color is, so it can be like very gray or it can be very, very vibrant. And hue is just kind of what the color is, so red versus yellow versus green. So let's take a look at an example. So I have an artwork by Sam Does Arts right here, and we can just take a look at the values first. So we can see here that there is a mostly dark composition, but there are a few elements that have a much brighter, lighter value than the rest of the piece, which is what the artist wants us to focus on. So you can see that the marshmallow is lit up, which is a much brighter value, especially in comparison to the dark background, which kind of draws attention to the point right there. And then the girl's silhouette is also very sharply contrasted to the rest of the background. As you can see, it's very clear that the values are different here. And so when you're starting out with an artwork, you want to make sure that the values are very clearly defined first before moving on into the color. And then let's talk about color. So there are two main things aside from value, which are hue and saturation. So hue is the different color, like blue versus orange, and then saturation is how vibrant the color is. So we can take a look at a little chart I made here. There's a darker blue value right here, and then here it is more saturated, and here is a less saturated. And same here, this is more saturated, less saturated, more saturated, less saturated, etc. And you can see on our color chart, which I have a picture right here, this scale is the value scale. So these colors are much lighter in value than these. And this is more saturated and less saturated. And then the hue is alongside here. So it could be red, yellow, green, purple, and so on and so forth. So that's just a basic background of the terminology that you want to keep in mind when we're talking about color.